Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Easy to Learn. This episode is for listening and shadowing practice. It is a gentle story about life, change, courage, and personal growth. The language is slow, clear, and simple, perfect for beginning-level learners. I want you to just listen and relax. You can listen many times. You can repeat the sentences aloud. You can shadow my voice if you like. This is how you train your ears, your mouth, and your brain to think in English naturally. This is not a grammar lesson. It's not a vocabulary list. It's a story. And stories are one of the best ways to improve your English. They help you understand real sentences, real feelings, and real conversations. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. It really helps us make more lessons like this. So, find a quiet place, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey together. I am 30 years old. I live in a small town near the sea. Every morning, I wake up early. I open my window and let the fresh air come in. The sky is usually soft and light. I like mornings. They feel like a new beginning. I make a cup of tea, sit by the window, and watch the sun slowly climb higher. Today is special. It is the first day of a new chapter in my life. I have decided to change something. For many years, I lived my life in the same way. Going to work, coming home, eating dinner, sleeping, and repeating it all again. It was not bad, but it was not exciting either. I felt like a small boat, always moving in circles and never exploring the open sea. I want to grow. I want to learn who I am. I want to become someone stronger, calmer, and kinder. This is why I made a small promise to myself. I will say yes to new experiences. From today, I will try one new thing every week. It does not matter if I succeed or fail. What matters is that I try. I smile when I read the words. They are simple, but they are powerful. Growth does not happen in one day. It is built slowly, with small steps. As I drank the last sip of coffee, I feel a little nervous, but I also feel excited. Something inside me is changing, and this time, I am ready for it. The first week, I choose something simple: walking to work instead of taking the bus. It is not a big change, but it feels different from the very first step. The morning air is cool and fresh. I can feel the wind touching my face. The sky is still soft and pale, and the streets are quiet. As I walk, I start to notice many things that I never saw before. There is a small bakery on the corner, and the smell of warm bread comes out of the door. A cat is sleeping under a wooden bench. It is stretching its legs lazily in the sun. A father is holding his little daughter's hand. They are laughing about something together. These are small, ordinary moments, but they feel special because I am present. I'm not rushing. I'm not checking my phone. I'm just walking and seeing the world. It makes me think, maybe there are beautiful things around me every day. I just never looked closely enough. At first, the walk is not easy. It is longer than I expected, and my legs start to feel tired. I think about stopping and catching a bus halfway, but then I remember my promise to try new things and not give up too quickly. So, I keep walking. With every step, I feel a little stronger. The road feels a little shorter. The morning feels a little brighter. And somewhere inside me, a quiet voice says, "This is how change begins, one small step at a time." When I reach the office, I feel different. I feel awake and alive. I decide to do something else that is new. Talk to Anna. She is a colleague I often see in the lunchroom. She is always reading interesting books, and I have always wanted to speak with her. But I was too shy. I always thought, she is too busy. She might not want to talk. Today, I decide to try. I smile, walk over, and say, "Hi, Anna. That book looks interesting. What is it about?" She looks up and smiles back. "Oh, it's about a woman who travels alone across Asia." Then she says, "I love stories about travel." So we start talking. At first, my voice is a little shaky, but soon the conversation feels natural. We talk about books. We talk about the places we want to visit. We talk about the best food we have ever tasted. And I discover that she is kind, she is funny, and she is easy to talk to. Later, I realized something important. Most of my fears were only in my head. They were like shadows. They looked big and scary. But when I faced them, they disappeared. They went away. When I walk home in the evening, my legs are tired again, but my heart feels light. Today, I did 2 new things. I walked to work, and I spoke to someone new. They are small actions, but they mean a lot. At home, I write in my notebook. Today, I took 2 steps. They were small, but they moved me forward. I felt the air on my face. I saw the world around me. I spoke without fear. And I learned that change begins with simple choices. I look at those words and smile. Growth is not a race. It is not about doing everything fast. It is a slow walk, one step, then another. And I am learning to enjoy the walk. The rest of the story continues with Henry meeting Samuel, learning about listening, facing fears, painting, learning patience, volunteering, gratitude, letting go of old dreams, and discovering that growth is slow, gentle, and shared with others. It ends with Tom encouraging listeners not to rush, not to compare, but to keep walking, because growth is a lifelong journey. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of English Easy to Learn. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the family. Smash that like button too. Your support makes all our hard work worth it. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Love you all. See you in the next video.